What's not to like about that, right? Absolutely stunning and absolutely worth getting out today for it. And really happy this is going to be the first vlog back. Welcome back. It's been a while, right? So the last few videos we did was France, and I don't even think I finished that series, so that will be edited and then put up. We've been getting out, been walking, hiking and camping, but since losing my dad in June, we've just not had the motivation to film. We've kind of just taken that time to go through the process. But we're back, we're out filming, we're out hiking, and we've just arrived to Keswick about half an hour ago. As always, come out with loads of layers on and absolutely roasting. But we're just going to do a quick climb up Walla Crag. If you've never done Walla Crag, I definitely recommend it. The views are beyond what you'd imagine for something that's not all that hard to get up, really. But we're going to earn this pint. We can't
have not had a drink of alcohol for a long time.
No, we haven't. So, quick climb up Walla Crag, go back down, drop the stuff off at the van. We're staying in the car park that we always stay in Keswick, and then we're going out for a few beers and a bite to eat. Oh, it's good to be back. Really good to be back, huh?
Yep.
Oh, so excited.
I am very positive about that. I'm just...
What? It's hot and watching a footing. So not even 80 metres up, it's still in the tree lines, and that's the views you're getting. Unreal, right?
This is only like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
It's been one of them days though where do I need my coat now? Do I need 2 coats now? Do I need my coat and my waterproof maybe? I still don't know.
Kissy gay. Kissy kissy.
I mean, I have to give you a stock.
Okay. I don't just do that for anyone that comes through the gates, mind.
Why?
She does. Very she does. I was about to say that Walla Crag from Keswick to the town centre is about 3 miles. However, we've just passed a sign that says Walla Crag 1 mile. That we passed a sign about 5 minutes ago saying Walla Crag 1 mile. You can't trust the sign. Catherine, They've got their eye on you. I'm here all week. I couldn't not. It's like the law, is it not? Dad jokes. Actually feels better than you would think to do that. Walk up backwards. You would get a good quad pump out of it as well. Looks like a man with a flat cap on, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why I get so excited. He snogs me all day long as it is anyway. No, I'm not moaning or complaining.
But now it's a law.
Who's law?
Kissy Gates law. So once you come out of the woods, you kind of come up to a V in the road. One's private, one's Walla Crag, and then you kind of hit this. It's quite a steep incline, but it's more than doable. Just take your time with it. It's kind of a roller, and then you come up to the top and you're walking along the crag, and then Walla Crag is just literally in the distance, and the views are spectacular, especially as the sun sets, because it sort of comes down behind Cap Bells, so it's all just silhouettes. Again, you'll see soon enough. Apologise if it's hard to hear me because of the wind. This is Walla Crag. The views are outstanding. So you can see all of Keswick in the distance, and then obviously all of Derwent Water. Far up to here, Cap Bells. What's not to like all that, right? Absolutely stunning, and absolutely worth getting out today for it. And really happy this is going to be the first vlog back. So we lost motivation, but it's back. Happy to be out. And we love this time of year. Look at the sun. And we love this time of year because the colours are spectacular. Not just from the sun, but from obviously all the trees, the bushes, the grass. It's just unbelievable. Really nice. And there's only us up here. And that's what's really special about Walla Crag. Is you get all the views. It's not that hard to get to, but it's not inundating people. Like if you're up Cap Bells now, it would be chock-a-block of people. We'll make our way back down because it is quite cold up here. Yeah.
I said to Gavin, I said, either a very, very determined nature or yes, two on the scale fucking two.
Yeah.
But we can see them now up here. They've gone down.
But to be fair, he did know where he was going, so I've got a feeling he knows what he's doing when he's here. He knew where he was at and what he was doing with it. But he was just making the most of what's available to him. He obviously couldn't get quite as far as this because it is a little bit slippy. But he got this far, so I'm impressed by that. Hats off to the guy. But now it's time to make our way back down for a beer. So we haven't had a beer for so long. And I think I worked it out, the last time we were in the lakes was kind of just before my dad passed. And we were actually up just on the other side of Derwent Water.
Well,
So
I'd probably say the last time we had a proper drink was France.
yeah,
So that was June.
that was, yeah, well, June, July, yeah. So time to make the most of it.
This is very, 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 very slippy.
Yeah, this is the reason.
You broken?
I think I am. This is the reason why the guy couldn't get here in his crutches. And to be fair, I don't blame him. It's hard enough when you've got all your sort of mobility, balance, strength.
Well, the things that make it worse this time of year, though, is the leaves. The leaves are
Yeah.
wet. Everybody knows wet leaves are very slippy. So.
But so far it's taken us, we've been out, what, we haven't been going at a mad pace, like an hour and 12 minutes to get here. We've been stopping to take in the views. Like I said, we chatted to that guy a little bit with the crutches. And we saw a massive...
Oh yeah, what did we see?
Yeah, what would you call it? Like just an absolute, like loads of deer, stag and deers running across. I've never seen deer in the lakes. In all the times that we've been here, and I've been to the lakes, I've never once seen a deer. Definitely a fantastic evening so far. We did have another walk planned on the way here, but the road was closed, so we couldn't get to the car park. So we're going to re-evaluate that one tonight when we get some internet, and maybe plan it for tomorrow, but come at it from a different angle. We'll see. Depends what the weather's like, see how we feel in the morning. Like I say, we're just taking the weekend bit by bit and enjoying ourselves again while we're out here, because we've not been to Keswick. We tend not to come during the summer holidays anyway because it's just so busy. We tend to come when it's probably the least desirable time to come, when it's nice and quiet, but we are going to enjoy tonight. Not in what way?
Getting changed and stuff. I wasn't getting changed.
I'm not.
No. So do we even have to go back there, then go back to the...
Oh, not actually sure whether I've mentioned it as well. This is a circular from the theatre car park. You kind of walk off down by the side of Derwent Water. We've done it before in a previous vlog, so if you want to check back and watch that. But we just fancied an out and back today, so we're just going back exactly the same way we came. The other way is good. It's a nice walk. It's quite a challenge to get there from the other side because it's quite steep, but it's definitely worth doing. But like I said, we just wanted a quick out and back, take the views in, get some fresh air, get some steps in, earn that beer, and then make our way back.
What the guy has some pie.
Oh yeah, the pies as well. Is that what's on the cards for tea tonight then, is it?
No, because he sells out, doesn't he? We've been there a couple of times in that pub and had that pie, but we've been a couple of times and it's all been sold out too, because they must only do a certain amount, I'm guessing.
It's popular, isn't it? Fingers crossed pie.
Doesn't have any left, it could still be it.
And look at Blencathra as you're coming back down there. That's hands down one of my favourites in the lakes.
Do you remember which one was the first one you took me up? Ever? Your memory, you must do.
That's a bit of an odd question. The first one we ever did was Cat Bells.
Right.
And that's when my jacket nearly blew off the side of the mountain and I chased after it.
Yeah.
That was the first one that I ever took you up.
Believe it or not, before I got with Gavin, which was 12 years ago now-ish, I'd never been up a mountain in the Lake District ever. And it isn't that far away from where we live. It is only a couple of hours, so.
And then you skid off and dud.
Yep. He brought me down off the side of one time. I'd never hiked all my life, and he literally brought me down off the side of a mountain, which was this kind of green moss, and it was slippy. I nearly died. He disagrees with me, but I nearly died. I was crying and everything. He was shitting himself because he thought, I'm going to get to the bottom of this and she's going to dump me because she's that angry.
I did actually think that if she still wanted to be with me at the bottom of it, she was worth keeping. Can't even shake her off, can I? You make it on your leg. For the eagle eyes of you, will notice the coats are back on. I give it 10 minutes before Catherine says, I'm too hot. I'm taking it back off. No, I should. To be fair, because it's not the coldest of days, but it isn't the warmest either.
Well, the sun's gone down on us.
Yeah, and the
now.
sun's going down. Because you get sweaty, that when you actually start to slow down, you get quite cold. So layers are key.
I don't want to follow him down the way he went.
See that hedge? I can get on board with that level of OCD. That just soothed me so well.
Oh, he's a weirdo. Did look like somebody being down it with a precision strimmer though.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was precision trimmer.
Precision strimmer.
That was just satisfying the OCD level. 100. Fantastic. Kudos to the guy that did that. Or girl. But yeah, hats off to them. So we've just been back to the van, dropped the rucksack off, took our boots off, changed over. Sorry, it's really dark, isn't it? Worked out to be about 4.85 miles at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like I say, we didn't rush. We took our time, didn't we?
Yeah, we took our time because it was so slippy.
Yeah, but we took in the views as well. 317 meters of height gain, so it's not the longest, no, it's the highest, but it has amazing views. So we're just going to pop in for a beer and some food.
It's Saturday night, so I'll see if we can get a seat anyway.
Let's see. So we actually couldn't wait. Got in, cheersed it, and a couple of mouthfuls of beer already. And it's going down really well. It's hard to find a good Guinness sometimes. They look at you like you're mad when you ask if it's full many. But if you're a Guinness drinker, you'll know why. Catherine's just happy with Moretti.
Oh, these others I like, but I like Stella. Oh, Stella. So I've usually probably gone for the wife beater, but
That's the next one, I think, for her.
cheers.
Cheers. It's a good one. Oh my goodness, it's freezing. It's definitely on its way to winter. We've had a few beers. We've decided that unfortunately a lot of the pubs they just cater far too much to having dogs in there. And whilst we're not against having dogs in,
You have a dog.
we have a dog. However, we find it's not what we want when we go for something to eat and drink, to be surrounded by people's dogs. So we've had a few beers, we're going to get a pizza, I think, and then head back to the van, have a quiet night in the van, watch something on the iPad, get a good night's sleep, and then come out again in the morning. But it would just be nice if we could go somewhere for a nice meal and not have to be surrounded by other people's dogs. Like I say, we have a dog, we have dogs, and we're all for having people having dogs, but not in a food establishment. Leave them at home.
Well, we don't here.
We wouldn't. We would avoid taking our dog anywhere, really. One, because we know she wouldn't be comfortable with it, but two,
Oh God, she hates it.
she would absolutely hate it. But the other one would.
We have a little Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
She'd absolutely
She's getting old now.
But even from being a pup, she would hate it. But even then, I still wouldn't want to put other people through that. People don't want dogs when they're eating. People don't want dogs when they're having a drink because they have phobias and allergies. And I appreciate that. And I would never want to subject somebody to that.
Even though she's God's angel.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good girl.
We have just absolutely waited like ages. What
felt like ages. It was probably only about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but what did we decide?
We've gone for pizza.
Yeah, we've gone for pizza.
We've gone for a spicy beef. What did you get? Chicken tikka.
Yeah.
And a portion of chips.
No, but the price we were going to pay for in Wetherspoons, I've been fantasising about snuggling up on the sofa with food, but we don't eat on the sofa with food, do we?
No.
At home. We don't do that.
So
I've kind of been fantasising about getting snuggled up with some food, like, I don't know what. I've just kind of been fantasising about snuggling up on the sofa with some food, watching the TV, and our favourite thing about falling asleep is the royal family.
Yeah, that's an old school one, right?
That's an old school thing. So we're going to do that now. So we'll check in a little bit.
In the morning. See you in the morning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, in the
No.
morning. In the morning.
Really?
Yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning. Fairly good night's sleep, yeah. It was quite cold, probably the coldest we've had for a long time, but it's not too bad. And it was quite quiet last night because the last time we did stay in this car park we had boy races. Did pop in once or twice, didn't they? We're going for coffee, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we had a good night's sleep. We're going to go in for a coffee now though, and then I think we're going to draft up a plan of where to go today, because looking at the maps and stuff, yesterday's walk I think might be completely off the cards. So we'll come up with something else for today.
First coffee.
Coffee, yeah. Maybe a croissant. Almond croissant. We'll see. I think it's the first frost today, is it not? First bit of frost I've seen. We had frost on the windscreen cover, and looking at the grass in the park, there's frost on it. What a morning, eh? What a morning. Always makes me feel like it's the clinical clean, like it's reset everything. I know it doesn't, but always makes me feel like it's really fresh, really crisp. And I don't mind the cold. Catherine's not so much of a fan of it, are you? She's got about a million layers on and gloves already.
I don't mind the look of it. I don't like the look of it, the snow and the ice and the crisp mornings, but I'm not a fan of freezing toes and fingers, so. Which they are at the moment, they're freezing.
She's got gloves on already, I think.
I'm sure a nice coffee will sort it out.
Yeah, a nice coffee will sort it out.
Yeah. Wasn't my intentions, but definitely works in my favour, bro. Yeah, yeah. They're getting there, bro. They're getting there. Yeah. Got any nice plans for the day?
Gonna go for a walk somewhere. Just at Walla Crag.
The first batch is always the best. For sure, the first batch is always the best. Right. Side pack. Yeah, it's an oversized pack for you, bro.
Thank you very much.
I don't burn anything.
No, I'll say them. We're going to grab a coffee, but I couldn't walk past and not get a bag.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Bag of sweet nuts from him. £2.50 a bag. Phenomenal. Every time we're here, yeah. Every time we come, we always get a bag. We share them. But that's his first batch. I could actually smell them from Fishers. And yeah, he's a nice guy. They're good. He always chatty. Coffee.
Something smells like a coffee.
So we're back at Yonder. Coffee number 2. This time I've gone for a flat white. Catherine's on it. Americano. It's a new coffee shop that we've just found in Keswick. I think it's been open a couple of months now, but we were just chatting to the lady there, and it absolutely is like a hole in the market here. There's no real.
Well, she even said that herself to her coffee shop, and she said it was about how there's no coffee shops.
Yeah, there is 0 craft coffee shops in Keswick, unfortunately, apart from now. So it's really good to be able to get a decent coffee, and the, what do they call it? The coffee they were serving? Reds.
Is it Reds?
Red something.
Because it was in a red packet.
Yeah.
So and she called it, it was called Reds.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's a local coffee. It's roasted in Kendal, so it's always nice to
Oh, it's lovely.
have local coffee from a good coffee shop.
We've got a bit of cake as well, because Gavin loves pumpkin. And they've done a pumpkin slice, and it looks like carrot cake, but we're going to have that later on.
Yeah, we'll say that for later. But
we're finding a tin of pumpkin.
yeah,
It's like finding gold dust. We've been in booze. We were hoping they had one.
yeah. Remember,
Because if you add it to your if you make protein pancakes and stuff like that, apparently if you add it to them, it keeps them really, really moist.
yeah. But remember, pumpkin's not just for Halloween. It's for all the year round.
Just pulled over. Gavin's checking for her. He's rolling backwards. We're rolling backwards. I bought these pears while we were in Booths. 50p each. It's huge. Really nice. We're going hiking now. We're going to go and get food. And then go for the hike, but the hike's only 2 hours, so we're going to have our pears and get food.
What feels like an eternity, we finally found a parking spot. After,
Yeah, somebody's really tight and won't pay. Park.
it's not that I'm tight, I just find it, you'd put more money back into the system if they let you park for free. You'd go into the towns and pay plenty of money back that way. The car parking, you pay a fortune for what essentially is just a gravel pit. But we're going to bag a Wainwright as well. We weren't going to do it originally, but we're going to do Loughrigg Fell. It's been one that I've wanted on the cards for a little while, but don't normally come to this part of the lake, so we wouldn't normally bag it. So it's quite nice that we're here today, and fingers crossed, hopefully. I've even bought a towel and everything because I forgot to bring mine. I'm going to dip in the water, I'm going to jump in.
Yeah, and now, which means all the coffee shops and cafes and everything's going to be shut now by the time we're done. Because it's Sunday.
It won't be that bad. It won't be that bad.
I'll bet you now we're going to be that starving, it's going to be a McDonald's wrap and a cup of tea on the way home, because that's all that's going to be open.
There's worse things to be had.
There's worse things, yeah. But probably see you at McDonald's.
We're looking forward to seeing what this was like. It's really busy, but we have become even more apparent that people have zero common sense. You're driving down the road, it's a narrow road as is, and they're walking 3 deep and don't pull in. Like, where am I supposed to go? it's honestly, it never fails to amaze me now how little common sense people have. and they think that the world's going to move around them. Because we absolutely love each other. This walk starts off really quite nice, and then you come out of the you call it like a plantation, I suppose you could call it, and then just slapping tarmac. Hopefully we branch off soon. By the looks of the map, we veer off into the woods and then up and over. So fingers crossed it changes quite quickly, because we're not big fans of this, are we? Yeah. Slapping tarmac. As soon as I say start complaining about being on the road, we're off. Another kisser.
What if another woman come up behind us?
Well,
all tough clean. We just have to do it to her.
I don't know.
Or even a dude.
Maybe. Just like yesterday, you really don't have to go all that high to get some of the best views. We're currently only about 100 meters up. It's not the biggest climb today. The views are out of this world. Helps that it's a clear day, like. Clear day, you can see for miles. And the weather's been kind of, like I said before, I think it was on Catherine. Like, Catherine's like my good luck charm when it comes to hiking in the lake. She always brings the good weather with her. She's my little ray of sunshine, aren't you? She's probably not agreeing with me right now. We're not too far off the top. Just make our way up here and we're pretty much there. It'll take a couple of minutes to take in the views, and then I think I've eyed my spot up to jump in the lake. Fingers crossed. I have. I feel like these robins are following us all the way from Keswick. Hey? It is a little fat one. They say there's something magical about robins, right?
Don't you maybe usually see them up as high?
No, I've never seen one this high up, no. Kind of gives you a little funny feeling inside, right? So they say it's visitors coming back to see you. That's one of the things they say, I think. That's a Wainwright bagged Loughrigg. Loughrigg. I probably pronounced it wrong. Someone will probably correct me at some point. Not a bad little climb. About an hour from the car park up. Not at any sort of extreme pace either. Great views, wasn't it?
Still are beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. You can see Windermere obviously off in the distance from Ambleside. Stunning. So we're making our way back down now, going a slightly different route. We were going to do a out and back again, but we're going to make it into a bit of a circular, go back down, a slightly different way, but it takes us back back to the car. Not bad. We'll see what this is like.
That comedian called
Kindod.
Kindod.
Like that?
No.
No, that's not Kindod, is it?
The one with the hat on. The one he's like, he goes like that. What's he called?
Oh no, what maybe Kindod is it?
Anyway, my hair's a bloody mess, never mind.
Just been saying there, we've just pretty much come down now, just making our way back, and I have a right knee issue which I've been rehabbing, and Catherine has just been saying there, because as you know, with all sports you have to kind of factor in what it is you do and what makes that sport or that hobby that bit easy for you. So naturally what we intend to do is drop weight so that when you're hiking you're lighter, you move faster and quicker over the terrain. But I've been coaching Catherine with it over the last intensely over the last sort of 6 months, haven't we? Yeah. And you know, she's dropped a total of 28 pounds and she's moving so well, like just grazing over the top of everything, nice and light. But the biggest thing she said is she's not feeling it in her knees, and that's the big thing people struggle with it. And if we can just drop a little bit of weight sometimes, whether that be what you're carrying in your rucksack or on your persons or actual body weight, it makes the biggest differences.
The pain in my right knee coming down, I used to experience, was excruciating, to the point where I actually couldn't, I had to start going down like this because the pain I've had none since dropping the 2 stone. I've had none.
Yeah, so it does make all the difference. And you know, like my rehab on my knee has been great, and this is the first time I've really got to test it out. 2 hikes in, no pain whatsoever. But I'm laughing because I just hurt it back there when it hyperextended. I lost my footing a little bit and it hyperextended my knee, but that's fine. It was just a jar. It wasn't it's not long lasting, it's gone now. But it does make all the difference. Travel light, travel quick, and you'll reduce the pain vastly. Just makes it all that bit more enjoyable as well. This is where I'm going to dip. Loughrigg Town. Loughrigg Town, it's called. It's beautiful. Looks cool. Got to do the dip, and we're just on our way back to the van now. A couple of minutes and I've got about 3% left on this battery, and that's the last battery. So we're going to sign, yeah, we've got to sign it off there though. We're just going to go back to the van and head off home, probably grab some food on the way back.
So we're not going straight home, we're going for some food somewhere. I am that hungry, I feel sick.
Yeah, we are starving, we haven't really had much to eat. We had a massive pear, biggest pear I've ever seen in my life. But we are going to just, I think we're just going to call it there for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. Welcome back again. we've loved it and we're looking forward to the next one. If you did enjoy it, please, you know, consider subscribing and liking and all that sort of stuff. We know we don't normally do that, but it just tells us that you did enjoy it and you enjoy our videos.